Wrong tube.
I just breathed in.
Oh, hey.
Wrong tube. Wrong tube is why he's got a son on the way.
Head, paper,
Pats.
no.
Oh, that's the other thing. My kids have ginormous noggins.
Nice.
Just like me.
Look at that gargantuan cranium.
Yeah. It's like an orange on a tooth pack.
It's got its own weather system.
It's like Sputnik.
Are you making fun of me?
No, not you. My son. Love you, Oliver.
I said Ferrari, so I think I'm prepared.
Yes.
Okay,
Do you
cool.
like Ferrari or don't like Ferrari?
Their car.
Let me just stop you there. This will decide the future of our friendship. Keep going.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another Camcast.
Yay!
The podcast that's been recording for about half an hour and tried to get this thing going 10 minutes ago, but got sidetracked, and then sidetracked, and then sidetracked, and then sidetracked.
What? That never happens.
No, never. Not
Tangent
this
on
podcast.
tangent on tangent.
I'm not even drunk yet.
Speaking of, did you guys hear about... I'm just kidding.
No, please don't. Please don't.
So that one time.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, I am Mike, dear leader, Doc Taste, man in the driver's seat, herder of cats,
Meow.
guy who didn't have to go to work today.
Yeah, Columbus Day.
Yeah.
Happy Indigenous Peoples
Yeah,
Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Day.
Thank you very much.
Spaniard that got lost along the way and fucked over an entire indigenous people.
Just
Yeah, you know.
a lot of people missing left hands. Anyway, I am joined, as always, well, most of the time anyway, by our excitable child, Gavin Pecar.
Hey,
Hey, you didn't know what to do.
it's a spicy meatball. That's what I want to hear when you do that move with the arms.
Hey,
over
here, this guy over here.
It's a spicy meatball.
I've actually been watching Lost Sopranos, so that's kind of where I'm getting.
Oh, there you go. Hey, you look mafia today.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
I think.
it's
he's
a
shaking
compliment.
his head in disappointment at what just happened, and also because he botched pulling a paper towel off the roll.
I'm so disappointed in
Never
myself.
going to live that down.
That was amazing.
Nope.
I won't.
That's going to be the next shirt. Item 1 in the winter collection, baby.
Can't handle. Just have a picture of Dave can't handle. Just have like
Just a
an
roll
animation.
of paper. Tear here.
Just Dave standing dejected, looking
Can
at a
we
roll of
get-
paper towels at his feet.
Can we get just like, with toilet paper, you can get like Donald Trump's face on it, get like paper towels, but with like your face on it?
Yes.
That needs to happen.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, it's
Are you funding this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Daddy Rads, Professor of the Ghetto Arts. There you go.
Ooh, crisp.
There,
So crisp,
there
so
we
clean.
go.
I don't even need to say anything after that. Fresh.
Well, sitting across the table from me, the man who showed up early so we could have some semblance of a production meeting.
Yeah, we really got
Hey.
nowhere.
No, we did not.
I came early.
It's Trent from Sandy. Oh,
Ahoy hoy.
God in heaven.
I like turtles.
The herding of cats.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen,
Captain Interrupto.
for his...
Oh, shit.
God, for his...
Why do you guys let me come on this show
I,
still?
I really don't know why.
And why was I tased when I walk in the door? That's weird. Anyway, sorry.
It settles you down.
Yeah, it does.
We're not tasing you. That's your pacemaker.
Oh, thank you. Oh, age jokes. Real original.
Pew pew. Pew pew.
He's wearing a shirt with his face on it.
I am.
Yes. And you will be seeing this soon. It is Pizza Stepdad.
Oh, I love you guys.
Brandon.
Oh, wait.
Yes. And
No,
Yes.
no.
Damn.
I just said it.
Oh, you did?
How can you steal it?
I didn't hear it. I was laughing.
If you're gonna steal
He's
it,
not
be
even
like me
here,
and get
like-
it before you.
Seriously.
You're always
Trent.
introduced before me. Anyways, okay, sorry.
and joining us, sitting quietly,
Yay.
it's Zach Lords.
TK up in the house.
There we go.
He's been upgraded from the couch.
Yes, he was on the couch last week, and, well, now he's at the mic.
There's like a new view, perspective on world.
Welcome to it.
Thank you.
This is life
I've
in
been
a big
enlightened.
city.
Don't let it get to your head.
I hope
Yeah.
it's as disappointing as you imagined.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably worse.
Yep.
I might just go home now.
Yay.
All right, well, I mean,
Job
we
done.
tried. Wrap it up, folks. It was great while it lasted. Just
We just need that clip of President Bush. Mission accomplished, and then tripping. Mission accomplished.
So, well, life in the big city is brought to you by our sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing.
Yes.
SteadyBroke.com and Steady.broke on all your social medias.
Yep. Tommy's currently out there on the road. He's tour sick. He's hanging out in Madison, Wisconsin today,
Indeed he is.
trying to figure out shit to do.
Oh boy.
That is not the part of the oven mitt that I'm familiar with, so unfortunately,
Well, get to drinking.
yep, that's always a good option. But
There's always a house you can walk into with a bunch of beer.
yep,
Anywho.
they're friendly folk.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, It's back to school season.
Yep.
You can get your Broke State University shirt.
They'll just get that because it's getting cold as shit out there.
Indeed.
It is,
They
yeah.
got
It's a
some,
long sleeve, man.
yeah, they got some nice sweatshirts too, do they not?
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got some hoodies, and I was actually going to rock the long sleeve today, but I ended up rocking the cam long sleeve
Yep.
instead. But I got the Broke hat on.
There
You
you
do
go.
have the Broke
Got
hat.
The Broke hat.
Yeah.
That
I
was
like
the
that look,
prototype
though.
that
Yeah.
you can now get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so definitely go check them out. And when you put everything in your cart, make sure you type in CamAuto15 in the coupon code box, because that gets you 15% off your entire order.
Yup.
That's the good stuff right there. Just because you're broke does not mean you can't live your dreams. Steady Broke Clothing.
Yup. Well, shall we talk some racing, folks?
Oh,
We
yeah.
shall.
Yes.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sorry.
Before we get there, Brandon,
Oh, dang it.
to follow up on something we mentioned, I believe, last week or the week before.
Correct.
Remember the Confederation of Australia Motorsports banning stadium super trucks?
Yeah, that was the week
Yes.
before. I was here for that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like kind of
They're
pretty
awesome.
unsafe. Yeah, they're
they're
awesome, but they're
super rad.
Yeah, so was Group B, but a lot of people died, so we
Yep,
can't
that's
have
that-
it anymore.
that's
But there's
those
so many
people's
cool
fault.
videos of tires falling off and hitting people.
That's
well,
dark.
well, anyway, somebody is suing to not have it banned anymore. Peter Adderton, the current rights holder for Australia, and also the founder of Boost Mobile.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Also known as our
Oh.
hero.
Yep.
So he's got ghetto money.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
damn right. You got that burner money.
That burner money.
Yup.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
He had there was a long piece in Motorsport on motorsport.com. He pretty much had all the quotes, and it was pretty much what you'd expect for someone trying to salvage the thing they're trying to make money on.
Well,
You
that
know.
they invested in. I mean, he bought the rights, so that
Yeah, so I
couldn't
mean-
have been cheap.
Nope. So he's just kind of downplaying the fact that this is a safety thing. He's like, well, if we're unsafe, tell us how we can make it safer. And saying that this is really just the Confederation having a beef with Robbie Gordon because Robbie Gordon's not exactly easy to get along with.
And he did burnouts in like the middle of their downtown.
In the middle of
yeah.
Darwin, yeah. So,
You know, whatever.
You know, that's a minor issue. So,
Pshaw.
exactly. So,
Who doesn't do that?
That
Yep.
video is so funny. I didn't see anything wrong with what I was doing.
yeah. Move.
The guy said it was fine. I was having fun.
Yeah.
Everybody was safe.
It sounds like he's an American at heart.
Yeah, because he is.
Yeah. Robbie Gordon's American. American is apple pie.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
Blooded.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Go watch some Robbie Gordon NASCAR highlights. They are just delightful.
And then watch some Dakar, Robbie Gordon.
Now watch the NASCAR ones. They just, I mean, nothing like seeing him get black flagged on the second to last lap and then just keep going,
Yeah.
thinking he's winning the race,
Yeah.
and then doing burnouts next to the dude who actually won the race
Love it.
because he refused to pull off and recognize the black flag.
Sounds like a man after my own heart.
There you go.
Yep. Anyway, so the trucks are scheduled to be at, I believe, Darwin next week, or in a couple weeks for the next round of the Virgin Australia Supercar Series, and they've already figured out a replacement for them, so hooray.
Well, okay then.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. And, alright, Brandon.
Now we can cut you loose.
You're
Are
shake.
we ready for the greatest racing series that has ever been?
Yes, the Virgin Australia Supercar Series at the Bathurst. All
Although
right,
that is
do,
amazing, though.
do your Grand
I
Prix.
do love me some V8 supercars. Anyways.
Damn Tifosi.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a weekend for the Tifosi, too.
Just kept
Ferrari, top form. Top
just
form.
stepping on their dick left and right.
Yeah, so we're at Suzuka, the Japanese Grand Prix. Suzuka's an amazing track, let's be
Oh,
honest.
yeah, it's
one of my
great.
favorite, the only figure of 8 track on the calendar, and is only the only one that has ever been,
Yeah,
I think.
before you get going too far, I
Right.
watched like the free practice highlights and the qualifying highlights.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved hearing Lewis Hamilton just being excited that he was driving. He's like, I love this track.
Yeah, it's a driver's track. It is
Yeah.
a really fun track. I mean, those S's when you go up
Yeah.
the turn, you go up, what do they call it? Whatever, after
Yeah.
the main straight. I can't remember what they
Yeah, I
call it
don't
right
know.
off the top of
But-
my head, but they have a name.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, what a weekend.
Yeah.
It started off with qualifying in the rain. It was a wet, dry kind of, a fun qualifying, which
Oh, yes.
usually mixes it up, and it sure did because in Q3, Ferrari went out on intermediate wets,
Yep.
and it had dried up.
Yep.
And everybody else went out on softs and
Yeah.
Yeah.
neffed it up. And then traffic was an issue,
Yeah.
and Vettel ended up qualifying 9th.
Something like
Sixth?
that.
Something-
He's
back there.
Yeah, bottom half of Q3.
Yeah,
But-
Mercedes was just ahead of
On
it all.
point,
They
yeah.
were the class of the field this weekend in all practice, and Hamilton got his 50-something, 80-something pole. He's just
Yeah.
dominating.
While we're on qualifying.
Yeah.
So you remember this time last year, Zach Brown was saying that he has grown sick of Honda,
Yes.
and Fernando Alonso made it to Q3.
Yeah.
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 And this year, they were only...
They didn't even make it to Q2, did they?
No, the only person that they beat was Magnussen or whoever that crashed out in Q1.
Because he hit everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the Maggie way.
That's just amazing. I
Yeah.
just wanted to point that out.
So, yeah, basically, spoiler alert, Lewis Hamilton's going to win the Drivers' Championship for this year. So he's got a full two-race plus lead now over Vettel.
Yep.
And the race started out fantastic. It was a really good start. Vettel got a good jump from his location.
Yeah, he didn't do too bad.
Verstappen qualified third, so he put the Red Bull way up there. And then the two Mercs were up for 1 and 2, Hamilton and Bottas, the bitch.
Didn't Toro Rosso make it all the way to Q3?
Yeah, they did. Hartley and both of them got into Q3.
Yeah.
Freaking Hartley and what's his face? Gasly. Yeah, they both got up there, but it didn't end well for them.
No, not ideal for them.
No, they both, I think, out, weren't they? One of them was out of the points, and the other one, I thought.
One of them was out of the points.
Parked.
One of them, no. I think
they both finished?
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
they
the
had
only
to do
people
that.
who didn't, I think it was
Alonso,
one of the Saubers, and then I think Magnussen again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But
man, it was an interesting first little bit of the race there with the...
Oh, yes.
First, they should call it the the Senna S, where him and Prost came together in that chicane right before the main straight.
Yeah.
Raikkonen was attacking Verstappen for third, and really had a really good move on him. And Verstappen braked way too late, locked it up, and went into the grass, and then came into the track and hit Raikkonen.
Yep.
And yeah, there's some there's points to both. He's like, well, he could have given him room. Raikkonen could have given more room.
Yeah.
Verstappen could have given more room, but they ended up giving Verstappen a 5-second penalty, which I agreed with, of course.
Yeah, that was.
Is this just Max being old Max?
It's just Max being Max.
It's just Max doing what he does best.
Christian Horner even said that too regarding the other incident that happened with Ferrari and Max.
Yeah.
But I think this is 100% frickin' Vettel's fault.
Yep.
Like on a turn that is not known for passing.
No.
Like halfway through the lap. I can't remember I suck at the name of corners. So
I don't.
Don't quote me on
All
this.
I know is the 130R, and that's it.
Yeah, and he's like, and that's a great because that's
That's
full
amazing.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right before the chicane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vettel was catching Verstappen, and Verstappen had already been told he has a 5-second penalty coming up. So I don't know what Vettel was thinking. He's like, he wasn't losing that much ground to the Mercedes.
Well, Vettel is at this point. He's chasing. He's like that degenerate gambler who's staying up till 3 a.m. to watch University of Hawaii football.
Exactly.
Because
he is scrambling for anything he can get.
He's just trying to get back to even.
And he's pushing too hard, and he pushed too hard into that corner. He thought he had the corner. He never even got wheel-to-wheel with Verstappen. He dive-bombed on the inside. Verstappen came in. They touched. Vettel spun. Verstappen was able to continue. They both had damage to their under tray, which is a huge portion of the aero. And Vettel dropped to 17th on that
Something
point,
like that,
which made the race really fun because you got to watch him, and he was just passing left and right. He was bombing.
He was making his way up.
Yep, but
he ended up in 6th.
Yep, hell for not because it finished with Hammy, Bottas, Verstappen, Raikkonen.
Danny Rick, then
Rick.
Raikkonen, then Seb.
Oh, Danny Rick got ahead of Reiki?
Yep.
Oh, gee. Oh, that's right, in the pits. That's right.
Yep.
They got him in the pits. That was amazing.
This is glorious. It's happening right now.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of birds flying, and no one's watching. Oh, there he is. And everybody's expressing their love for Trent, the shadowy billionaire real dad.
Fuck you, Trent.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't know why I'm mad.
I love you, Trent. I'm not going to flip you off.
Thank you.
man.
I appreciate someone that here does.
Yeah.
Hey.
But it doesn't really mean much, though.
But there is a reason why we're flipping off Trent.
Yes, I'm trying to promote Cam Auto Mag.
Things and such.
So he posted a picture of me rocking our new tote bag.
Oh.
Ooh, I might need to look at this.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
We'll
in
talk
a minute.
about it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's coming
we'll
up.
get there.
A little
We'll get there.
bit of a teaser.
Let's
though.
wrap up Formula
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
So it was a great race. I actually didn't fall asleep. It wasn't boring. There's a lot of mid-pack battles.
Yeah,
Roman Grosjean finished pretty well.
Yeah,
Man, he turned his season around. He started off his first 6 races were just cursed, and now he's up and Magnussen's down. So.
Yeah, Romain was doing what he does best, and now he's actually,
And they're both going to be at Haas next season, so, we'll see what happens there. But pretty much Hamilton has secured, if he scores 8 more points than Vettel in Austin, which is the next race in 2 weeks in America, he will secure the Drivers' Championship, which I'm pretty sure he's going to do.
Probably.
He's won, 3 of the last 4 in the U.S. Grand Prix?
He's got a lot of
Barring
cowboy
any
hats.
catastrophic failure, it's probably going to
he
happen.
loves
That's-
that track. He loves Fuji as well. He's run 3 of the last 4 there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a Hamilton fan, which is contradictory to my team fanship.
Yeah, that's
But
interesting, but
he will eventually drive for Ferrari. You heard it here first. You
All
heard it
right.
here first. He'll do
There
it.
we go.
Every driver has
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yep.
But holy shit, I wouldn't, because the strategists on Ferrari just
Yeah.
suck balls.
God.
They are the worst.
they're terrible.
Hey, it's Q3 and it rained a little bit at the end of Q2. Let's send them out in the intermediates and not look at the cameras and see that the track's totally dry. like
Hey, why is
else.
everybody else going out on soft tires?
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh shit, we don't have time. Yeah. So
Oh, no.
if it's not Ferrari's team that's screwing it up, it's now Ferrari's drivers. And
Yes.
Vettel's just, man, that was a Bush League move. Total. Like if you look at every replay, the closest his nose comes is like a foot behind the front tire of Verstappen's, and that's Verstappen's
Jesus.
corner at that point.
Like I said, man, he's chasing.
Yeah,
He's-
and there
he's
was
chasing.
room. Verstappen left room, but he was coming in so hot that Vettel locked up and washed wide and pushed, and that's what happened. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so your 3 DNFs were, let's see, Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, which doesn't bode well for old Ricky, Danny Rick.
No.
He is going to Renault next year, and Renault is, I don't know, unless they have, or like pull a Mercedes
Yeah.
and bring something amazing that we don't know about.
Yep.
But the same could be said for Honda. I mean, they did
Yeah.
pretty well this
They
weekend.
did all right. Yeah.
And McLaren, that's a dumpster fire that everybody
oh,
just...
God.
Like, I
Wait.
have hope for the new kid that they have. What's his name that's coming on?
Lando Norris?
Lando, which is the coolest first name
Yeah.
ever, by the way.
It's a great name. He seems like a nice fella.
But holy shit, that's not the car to be in.
No, it is not.
Stoffel Van Dorn, I mean, he was a good GP2, GP3 racer.
Yeah, and then he
and
gets...
you just can't even compete with Alonso.
well, didn't,
At all.
Didn't they openly say, like, we don't know what's going on with Stoffel's car?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They
Well,
couldn't, they have
yeah.
no idea why it's so much slower.
Yeah, he's just screwed.
Like, it just seems like they just said, whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to try and salvage something with Fernando. Goodbye, Stoffel. Thank you.
I mean, this is the team that Lewis Hamilton won his first world championship with, and now they're relegated to being
This
really
was-
backmarkers. And
this
it's
was an
hilarious.
This and Williams, they were amazing teams.
Oh, geez, Williams, don't even get me started
Not
on that.
that,
team.
Yeah.
not that long ago. These
Yeah.
were like, you know,
Well, you heard Massa. They stopped developing the
Yeah.
2018 car back in 2017 halfway
yeah.
through.
So,
Ouch.
yeah.
But then we learned some new stuff. Like, I don't know if you heard this with what was the team that what's his face's dad Stroll bought?
Oh, Force India.
India. Yeah, they only had $250,000 in their bank account.
Oh,
And they had payroll coming up, which didn't even cover payroll. So that was interesting to hear.
well, speaking of Force India, they were best of the rest with Sergio Perez finishing 7th.
Yeah, good for Serge. I mean,
Yep.
not great for Ocon. I'm an Ocon fan. I like Ocon. But
Yeah, but
yeah, he didn't do so hot this time. But anyways, that's that, you know.
Yep.
So the rest of the season's pretty much decided. Mercedes is going to win the Constructors' Championship. They'll probably lock that down in Austin. For sure, they're going to lock down the Drivers' Championship because Vettel's going to do something dumb, and or Ferrari's going to do what they do towards the end of the season and just screw something up. Why can't they just do what they do at the beginning of the season at the end of the season? If they would do
and
that,
then play catch up.
they would win.
it would be
They
nice.
would win because they were killer at the first
Yeah.
of the season. I mean, he had a 36-point lead.
It was Ferraris to lose,
Yeah.
and then they lost
And
it.
then they did it
Yep.
in the freaking summer break every year, whatever.
time.
It's
Yeah.
like BYU. That's why I'm from Utah County. I cheered.
Yep.
Cheered past
Yep.
tense for BYU. But
Yeah.
after last year, I was just like, I'm done. Wrote the letter to the guy who runs BYU sports athletics, Tom Homo. What's that position called? For the
Athletic director.
Yeah, the athletic
Tom
director.
Homo?
Yeah, Holmo. There's an L. in-
Holmo. Okay.
There's
Wow.
an L in there.
I thought you were name calling.
No.
Damn.
But I was like, please
Throwing
remove
all the
my
salt.
name from the fandom of BYU. You guys suck. So I'm shopping teams. I watched the Utah game. That was good. Anyways, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine.
Stanford, Formula One.
Season's turning around, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
Well,
Formula
okay.
One. Austin, that's going to be a good race. I
Yep.
love Austin.
that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Someday we'll go there.
Something I don't have to wake up at a weird hour to watch.
I love
Exactly.
the Japanese Grand Prix because it was on
Yeah.
at 10:30. It started at freaking 11 o'clock. It was beautiful. I watched it live. Anyways,
Beautiful.
Formula One.
Yep.
You know what else is great?
What?
When no kangaroos are harmed in the filming or making of something.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's also very true.
Yes, the Bathurst 1000.
There it is.
Was
Yep.
there a kangaroo harmed?
No, so
No.
what
Oh,
they
good.
do is a kangaroo is like a fucking deer.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
huge.
hit one of those things at 180 miles an hour
You gonna die.
in a ton and a half car, it's
Every-
going to be a problem.
Urban
It could be
die.
vaporized.
Yeah,
it's
well-
going to be vaporized and you're going to be hurting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
bone
So-
fragments through the windshield.
Yeah, so what they do is they have people to, keep kangaroos away, but
Kangaroo herders?
Whisperers. I think they're called kangaroo whisperers.
Yep.
Hey, kangaroo, get the fuck off the track.
Yes, kangaroo whisperers with high-powered rifles. But thankfully, they didn't need to be employed.
Oh.
Because I think the 200,000 people who showed up to the race.
Wow.
Yeah.
200K. It's like
200.
That's a NASCAR race.
Yeah, it's a NASCAR
Yeah.
race.
Yeah,
Exactly what I
that's
was gonna
huge.
say.
Well, a NASCAR race 5 years ago.
Oh.
Damn.
Burn.
Yep. Still by leaps and bounds most popular motorsport in America, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But decreasing by huge percentage points every year.
hey man,
I mean, it's almost like it's a boring sport.
Oh, it's because it
Huh. Weird.
just
Weird.
get-
And then this whole new playoff, whatever.
just make them run on the Roval. That made me so goddamn.
I need to
happy.
watch that race because it sounds amazing.
It was hilarious because they don't know what to do.
It's called driving, but whatever.
Well, speaking of people who can actually, handle their 3,000 plus pound
And
cars.
turn
yeah.
right.
Yup.
And left.
So,
Oh, they all turn left. Here.
yeah. So anyway,
Right. Yeah.
You're right. Am I right?
yep. So anyway, in his last season as a full-time driver, Craig Lowndes,
Lounsey.
yep, he picked up his 7th Bathurst 1000 win.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Co-driver Steve Richards got his 5th.
Put another trophy on the shelf. No?
Indeed.
Oh,
Well, whatever.
It was close.
But David Reynolds, the guy who won last year, the guy who set the fastest race lap in Bathurst 1000 history in this race,
Yeah?
had to pull in with 30 laps to go because he was having severe leg cramps.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Jeez.
rough.
It-
That sucks.
he did an interview afterward. He's just like, yeah, I just didn't drink. I'm terrible at drinking while,
But he has
while
a water can in there
Yeah.
in the drink
Yep.
system.
But here's the
Jeez.
thing, like you actually have, like you don't just like suck on you actually have to hit the button
Yeah, turn it
on
on.
the steering wheel.
There's coordination involved.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like, I mean,
He's just so focused on driving.
Lowndes was always like he was never really threatening a lot of the time, but he was
Right.
always there,
Yeah.
like a second behind.
So, it was within viewing range.
yeah,
Like visible. yeah.
they were getting pretty close at some turns. So
And
it's
then
just
he
like
pulled in.
because his legs were cramping up, and he was just getting real nasty up on the hill.
Oh, that sucks.
So he pulled in. And he had to turn over to the reserve driver, but as he was pulling, he came in, forgot to put his foot all the way on the clutch.
Uh-oh.
Spun the tires while the car was in the air, which is a no-go.
That's a penalty.
So he hands it over to the second driver, and who has to immediately serve a drive-through penalty.
That sucks.
They ended up finishing 14th.
And it's a good thing it's not like a 6 mile lap or whatever the distance of that track is. It's insane. It's a long lap.
Yeah, one of the Red Bull racing cars
Yeah.
lost its right front wheel
Oh.
coming around the last turn
Oh.
after pit in.
Oh, no.
So he just had to do a lap just grinding the right front of that car into the ground.
Yeah, which is basically driving from here to Parowan. So,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
And what ended up happening was they could no longer adjust the front roll bar because they had just destroyed the linkage.
sheared it off.
Yeah, they just destroyed the linkage. So they're like, yeah, man, if you need better drive, just adjust the rear.
Yeah.
That's all we can do for you, man.
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, I finally got a really good look at the interior.
Yeah.
So you have the big gear shift. It's not
Yeah.
paddle shifters. It's still
Yeah,
a big
but it's
stick.
sequential, though.
It's still a sequential one,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But it's tink, tink, tink,
yep.
tink. Yeah.
and then
just
you
punch it.
have, but I mean, everybody else has gone to paddles.
patties.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and then you have an e-brake.
Yeah.
And then you have these two. You have a red handle and a blue handle.
Right.
You just move one forward and that's just your roll bar adjustment.
Wow.
Yep,
That's rad.
it's amazing.
That's awesome. Analog control. I love it.
Yep, it's great.
Leave it to Australia.
Yep. Yeah. Thankfully, there were no big wrecks.
Which is huge because
Yeah.
usually there is like that one back straight where you're coming towards the main straightaway.
Yeah,
That's where people lead it.
Yeah,
And
and then
Coulthard, or what was his name that spun a bajillion times a couple years back?
yeah, Fabian Coulthard.
Yeah, Fabian.
Yeah,
that was
he
insane.
just yeah. No, there were a lot of people who. So there's that little left-hand kink.
Yeah.
That's called the chase.
Oh.
That is where a lot of people just, you know. There was one guy who kept doing this. He was a back marker. Like, there's a braking zone there. And as a general rule, oh, by the way, pretty much everybody who's doing the Fox Sports.
I was going to
the
say
international feed.
you should talk about this.
So everybody, with the exception of the woman on the broadcast,
Right.
like all the pit lane reporters, everybody has won the Bathurst 1000 at least one time.
Wow.
The main commentator has won it 6 times.
Holy shit.
Good lord.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they know what's up.
Literally everybody knows what's up.
They could drive this track with their eyes closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Really-
imagine like NASCAR with only drivers or F1 with only drivers. That's where we were talking about. Imagine how
Oh, yeah,
great it would
with
be
Kimi.
if Kimmy.
Yeah.
Kimmy
and
was
Alonso.
a commentator.
Yeah.
Kimi
But
and
that was a
Alonso, yeah.
shit pass.
Exactly.
And then
So-
that would be it. That's it for the
That
rest
brake zone was garbage.
Yes.
Yeah. It
Don't
would just,
tell him what to do.
But yeah,
I don't know why
I
it
mean,
sounds Russian, but
whatever. But
they all do.
yeah, so it's just kind of insane to know that all these people who are giving you information have not only raced there,
Right.
but have won there.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's rad. That was on the Fox Sports coverage, huh?
Yeah, the Fox Sports Australia. So basically like the international feed that you would
Right.
see if you have like the Motor Trend on Demand app or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. So,
Cool.
okay. I don't want to know what's going on over there.
All right.
We're just trying to bite our mics, man.
I need to watch that. I love the Bathurst. Anything at Bathurst is
Oh,
fun.
it's amazing.
It's a great
Yeah.
track. Amazing. Mount Panorama. Just beautiful.
Oh, it's great.
we
Yeah.
need to go there, too.
Yes, we do.
One of my favorite tracks.
Field
Yeah,
trip.
let's go there.
Field
Field trip.
All right.
Something I'd love to
Hey,
watch.
man, I finally got my applied for my passport. So.
Hey, mine's
Yep.
still good for another year. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a few years on mine.
Mine's pretty good.
I should probably step up and get mine.
I think
Dude,
I got
it's-
10
You're,
years.
you're a free man,
Dude,
man.
I've been a free man for a few months now.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
Aren't they good
I
for
went-
10 years?
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Something
okay,
like
I got,
that, yeah.
I got 2,
Yeah.
3 years. 3
But-
years.
Okay,
Dude,
word.
Dave, if you're serious about getting your passport, Sandy City Hall.
Do
I just
it.
walked in there. And
Really?
just- yeah.
Okay.
Like I-
Did you walk out with one too?
And then he pulled out
No,
a gun.
it takes 4 to 6 weeks, but
yeah. Well,
No.
I've
Just
heard,
walked
I've
in
heard
there,
of places in Denver
pulled
where
out a
they're
gun.
they're same day.
Walked out with money.
Well, you
No.
can do same day, but you got to pay more.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's like a lot more. It's like
I thought we had to go to
$600 or
San
$800.
Francisco for the same day.
I mean,
Denver
you know,
does it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I think international airports can give you same day, but there's a big fee.
It's arm
Yeah,
and
it's a
leg.
huge thing. So,
Interesting.
but yeah, I just filled out my application, walked in there with a certified copy of my birth certificate, and then yeah,
Very rad.
I had to get somebody. Like there wasn't a line or anything. I had to like wave somebody down to take my thing.
You're like, hello.
Your photo?
No, not my photo.
Oh.
I did that at Costco. $5.
Your
Mine
wiener?
at Kinko's. It was awful.
Yeah,
Your thing.
no. But yeah, no, I had to wave somebody to take my application and everything, and yeah, in and out and real quick. So,
Well, that's great.
yep. You know what else is great?
What's that?
Retro liveries.
What?
Yep.
Yes.
Goddamn
I'm
right they
excited
are.
about this.
Specifically Porsche. And I
Oh.
know you're going to love this, Gav.
So we've got.
I saw
Does
it
someone have a
today
picture?
during
Can I
work.
see? I haven't seen. Can I see?
There's a link in the agenda, man.
Oh, dude, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So the 98 911 GT1
Yeah.
Yes.
had a great Mobile 1 livery.
Yes.
When we did our racing liveries, I actually talked about this
You
livery
did.
because I love it.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, that looks
yeah,
good.
that's
It's
cool.
a beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful thing.
Love those wheels.
And so Porsche is
That's
bringing
sweet.
it back on their GTLM entries for Petit Le Mans.
Indeed.
Yes.
And it is beautiful
I
on
love
these
that
new
Porsche
cars.
did. They did this with the Le Mans as well. With
Yeah,
the,
you have the
ham
Rothmans and the
car.
pink. Yeah, the
pink
Rothmans
pig.
and the pink pig.
It's sad they couldn't use the name Rothmans, but it was awesome
But
to see
still,
the livery.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
We
awesome.
knew what it was.
Yeah, everybody knew.
Yeah.
I love that they're numbered 911 and 912.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they always are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really makes me happy.
Oh, it's great. But yeah,
Does it butter
this,
your biscuit?
yeah. But
It
this
butters
is
my biscuit.
I call it pretty hot in the face.
Yeah,
it's great. But it's
as
got
is,
off
as
its
is
arms.
tradition.
Absolutely.
She's really hot in the face,
as
So
as
hot
per
in the-
tradition.
as is tradition.
The princess now ripping off her arm.
And now
as
she's
is tradition.
dipping his hands into the pudding. Really beautiful,
yeah.
as is tradition.
I'd wipe butterscotch off those arms.
Attaboy.
Hey.
Wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, so it's to commemorate the 98 outright Le Mans victory of that 911 GT1. It is also the car that qualified on pole for the 98 1,000 km / 10 hour at
Oh, Road
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Road
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
yes. And while we're at Road Atlanta,
Uh-oh.
so unfortunately we lost Dr. Dan Panos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a
That was
few
a couple
weeks
weeks ago, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
We actually, we talked about it, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, I think.
Rest
Yep.
in peace.
So to honor him at Road America, the track that he owned at the race that he got going,
Right.
because he was super jazzed about road racing.
Yeah, he kind of built cars. You know.
Well, I mean, he's the guy. So the fact that there is a relationship between like IMSA and the ACO is because of Don Panos.
right.
Like he's the one who's just like, hey, I like this. Can I start like an American Le Mans series?
Yeah. Let's make.
Can we
this
talk
happen.
about some stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the one. Like Petit Le Mans exists because he wanted to do an American Le Mans.
Right.
Like but he's just like, well, I own this racetrack, Road America. Can I do a race here in the spirit of Le Mans? Like, sure, whatever. Knock yourself out. So
Nice.
that's why we have the season-ending 10-hour race. So to honor the man, there will be the Delta Wing. We all remember that thing.
Oh yeah, Nissan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-wheel thing?
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
Which
technically
then went
four-wheel.
private.
Oh, it's a 4-wheel? Oh,
Yep.
just
Yeah, just
super
super
skinny.
close.
They're-
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
really tight
Yep.
up front, yeah.
The flying lawn dart. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Flying dildo.
Yep.
Yeah.
and the
Weird looking
I'll go
dildo.
with lawn dart. It's a little more family friendly, but
the Panos GTR 1 chassis number 7, the one that actually raced at Le Mans, they will be doing some laps ahead of Petit Le Mans.
Oh,
on
cool.
Road
Yeah.
America. Yep.
Very cool.
So Jan Magnuson is going to be driving the GTR1.
Yes, Jan Magnuson, the factory Corvette driver.
Yeah, he is.
Magnuson of Magnuson Superchargers and
No,
No.
Magnuson of
No.
Kevin
No.
Magnuson's dad.
gotcha.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's
So,
one driver.
Yep. Sports is not nothing if nepotism.
Yep.
Yep.
But I love Yan. He's a fighter, just
Oh,
like
he's
his son.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good driver.
Well, and then Johnny O'Connell, the man who
yes,
like
Captain
was
Cadillac.
unceremoniously booted from the Corvette program.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah, but he raced in Pirelli in the world.
yeah, he raced. I mean,
Cadillacs.
he's always been a GM driver.
Yeah,
like
for-
now he's
for life.
Yeah, now he's racing Camaros with his son.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
So, but
What a
anyway,
shoe-in.
he's going to be driving the Delta Wing.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's some
Rad.
talent behind that. It'll actually win.
I mean,
Just
it's just yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I love that
thing-
they put if I remember correctly, they put a light at the top of the wing because
Yeah.
no one could see it in
No.
the rearview mirror.
well,
if
that
it was
was
behind it.
That was a problem. There was one year, like it is the most gutting thing. A Porsche, like a gentleman driver Porsche, just didn't see the Delta Wing,
Which-
and then just cut over.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you can get the car back to the pits in an endurance race, the mechanic can work on it.
Yeah.
But you have to get it there.
Right.
If it has to be towed, it's retired.
Game over. Yeah.
So there is, the driver is just frantically trying to figure out trying to do it, and there are
Yeah.
like engineers on the other side of the fence yelling at him,
and pointing. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just getting more and more dejected with each passing moment, and finally he just breaks down and is like, "We're done."
Oh yeah, and if he walks 10 feet away from it, it's game over or something like that.
Yeah,
I can't remember
so-
the rule, but yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, that was real gutting, but
And I don't blame the Porsche driver. You can't see that shit. The thing's
No.
smaller than a go-kart. I mean, it's
Well,
like
I
tiny.
mean,
yeah.
well,
It's just microscopic.
like, boop, oh, it's just like what happened to me in the Mini.
It
and
was
that
good to
Yeah.
see a
2500
different
Chevy.
design, though.
yeah. Well, and also here's
Same
the thing,
scale,
like.
same scale.
Yeah, same scale.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing. This was literally like, when I say a gentleman driver,
Yeah.
I mean like, this is a dude with a good dental practice gentleman driver.
Oh, right.
So like, he could afford a seat,
Yeah,
but not like,
not talent.
no, he wasn't a talented AM driver. Like,
No,
he was
a rich dude who
he
wanted
was
to
the,
drive.
he was the bronzest of bronze drivers.
Wow.
So yeah, like, he was one of those dudes who like, you would shake your fist at a regular ass track to.
Right.
Like,
He's
he
a
was,
true greenhorn, huh?
he couldn't notice a bright yellow Corvette if it was sitting on him.
Wow.
So yeah,
awesome.
Good
it was
God.
just, yeah, so.
Well,
anyway.
good thing he's no longer racing.
Nope. Do not think so.
But did he go hunt lions? Just kidding. Same
Probably
dentist.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
bring it full circle.
Yup.
Anywho.
Jokes.
Well, hey, do you want to spend your affluence and look good when you do it?
Oh my gosh.
I
yes.
do.
Yeah?
Sign me up.
Awesome. We've got the new fall collection over at CamAutoswag.com.
Ooh.
Yup.
Yes.
Ooh, and the models are hot this
Oh,
year.
yes.
Yeah.
We
They
got-
are.
That
Oh,
guy.
man.
We just posted Gavin looking dapper.
In the fall catalog.
Ooh.
Freaking Zoolander over there.
Yup.
Dropping La
Blue
Tigra
Steel.
on
That
us.
was
Blue Steel.
Blue Steel.
Zack's
Magnum.
got
That
it.
was Magnum.
Ladies, please form a single
Actually, no, it
file
wasn't
line.
Magnum because I was turning right.
Yeah, La
Damn.
Tigra. Or Ferrari.
You're not an Omni turner or
Anyway,
an Ambi turner.
Anywho.
guys, we got
can't turn left.
we got hoodies, we got long sleeve tees in there. We've got the long awaited missing Pizza Dad shirt.
Which I am wearing right now.
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
And you guys saw the Harry Bagel when I
He took,
changed it.
yeah, he
It's
took his shirt off.
amazing.
Yep.
It is amazing.
Oh, and then I showed Dave and Gavin the Harry Bagel.
Oh, I love
Horrifying.
It came in my belly. Zach's
Yep.
like, what's the Harry Bagel? I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
Anyway,
So,
yeah.
it. So, guys, we've got all of the aforementioned. We've got some of our classic T-shirts, like I'd like to change my answer,
Yeah,
featuring
Mount-
the 80 Chevette.
Yep.
We've also
I
got
am
Mount
kidding.
Canmore,
Yep.
which is all of our ugly mugs on the side of a mountain.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Oh.
Gavin and I both have phone cases.
Yeah.
We do.
And they're
yeah.
holding up amazingly well.
I
Yeah.
need a new
I
one.
haven't had the patina, the fade yet.
Yeah.
Give it time.
let me contest that Dave does drop his phone on a daily basis.
It's
you
true.
go.
Zach does
Yeah.
work for me. He watches me fumble that thing on a regular basis.
I imagine it's hilarious.
Oh, it makes my day every day.
It's
Yeah.
because I try to catch it and I end up like
Yeah,
swatting
I was
it.
going to say,
even
is
farther
it one of those
towards
things
the-
where it's like, oh crap, or is it
like a British comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised he hasn't kicked it yet, trying to catch her on his foot.
Yeah.
Just a lot of like old Hanna-Barbera sound effects coming in.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
It's
like
like
a-
watching an episode of the fucking Flintstones.
Like
man.
a
I
radio
love it.
play in the 20s.
Yeah,
Just a
exactly.
Just
This guy
It's fantastic.
breaking celery, running over, hitting a pan.
Yeah, I'll be the gaffer on that one. I'll be the gaffer.
Throwing
on
a
that
watermelon
Yeah.
down the stairs.
It's not
yeah.
a gaffer. It's a GAFer. Anyway,
But do you know what's great, guys?
You're also using the
What's
wrong
that
term.
from? That's am I using? Oh, the gaffer's the microphone guy, isn't it?
Well,
No.
that would be a sound foyer?
Sound
Foley.
Foley artist.
Yeah, Foley artist.
Foley
There you go.
artist. That's what it is.
anyway,
A gaffer does lights.
Oh, I'm way off.
Gaffer does a lot of things.
Please don't. I'm
He's like a PA for lights.
So you know the best part about our stuff is
You're right.
we're fat kid friendly.
Yeah, we are.
We go up to 3C or 3X, excuse me.
no, let's
3C.
let's start just saying we're going up to
that's-
3C,
That's
man.
European measurement.
We're 3C.
3 centimeters.
That's thick with 3Cs.
Thick is 3C. Yeah, man.
Just roll with
How many
it.
C's
And you know
you
what?
got?
Sometimes we go up to 4Cs.
Whoa.
Why are you
Yeah.
looking at me?
I'm looking at you, tall kid.
Okay.
Damn. All right.
How's the weather up there?
Adequate.
Get you a 3X so it turns into a dress. Anywho,
Damn.
come and get our stuff. Support us. We've got all kinds of great stuff going
Yeah.
on. CamAutoswag.com. The fall collection is here.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm rocking the red on white long sleeve. I am loving it.
I love it.
It looks amazingly comfortable.
It is rather comfortable. Feel my sleeve.
I love the long sleeve.
Can I touch you?
No,
Damn. No.
that was creepy. That was too far.
God,
No.
can we move right the hell along?
So we have some news. Apparently, CamAutoswag.com. We'll throw one more of those in there.
Yeah, CamAutoswag.com.
There
We've
we
got
go.
some news. Chirp's currently talking shit to me. So
Oh, is he on the mini?
As he does.
no, not up. No,
As is tradition.
No,
As
not
is-
about the mini.
No, he's talking crap about you though.
He's dipping hands in the
with-
pudding.
with the Mercedes.
No,
Oh,
he's.
is he?
Oh no, this is a totally separate thing. He's asking why I made Gavin look so ugly with that nasty lighting.
Oh, Chirp is now sending me messages.
Yeah.
That's not your photo. That's his photo.
No, I took the
No,
photo.
he took the photo.
All right.
Yeah,
Mike took the photo.
yeah.
The lighting's perfect. Chirp. Come on.
Here's
Yeah.
the deal, Chirp. You come back to Utah and you can start talking shit on all of our photography.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Chirp.
You think you can do a better job? By all means.
I wish he was listening live.
I don't.
Make it so much more fun.
We could have him call us.
Someday we'll get
Square up.
That's a thing we could do.
Do it.
Square
I
up.
don't want that because it's
Do
going
it.
to be like a half hour of just deranged yelling.
Do it.
No.
We'll have to hold that off for our 138th drunk episode spectacular.
Which
Yes.
is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Ooh, we're getting there.
Gotta be there for that.
Yep. So
I look forward to the couch.
Yeah.
it's gonna be an interesting time.
I'll be on the couch.
Hoping to have some
I'll see you there.
Eventually.
I'm hoping to have some improvements done to the basement so our guests can not be drunkenly trying to get on mic all the time. So,
I like it.
yep.
Soundproof wall with a viewing glass.
I mean,
Speaking of drunken
Small
decisions,
porthole.
And by
Yes.
soundproof wall, you mean cardboard with the cutout?
speaking of poor drunk decisions.
Hey.
BMW is icing the manual 3 Series.
Okay, so this
who gives a shit?
no,
Yeah.
this hurts.
Everyone is.
Okay,
Eh.
the A4 killed off. I didn't care.
Nobody
the,
cared.
the
Yeah.
A4 killed off the
The
manual
diff-
transmission.
I was surprised the
Who cares?
B9 had a manual in the first place. I thought that they were all autos.
Yeah, right. That is, I'm kind of right there with you, Gavin.
Yeah,
I had no
but
idea.
anyway.
I was surprised the B8.5 had a manual.
I was surprised you get that late of a manual.
So
Right.
C-Class was killed off like in the 90s.
Oh, geez.
Uh,
All
yeah.
Mercedes were killed
Actually,
off
no.
in the
We
90s.
actually no. We looked
found
it up.
one up.
You looked it up.
No, there's the C-Class Coupe had a manual.
Yeah.
Or the CLK or something.
No, like
Well, no, yeah, the C-Class Coupe had a
Oh,
manual,
okay.
but not the sedan.
Okay.
no.
However,
Yeah.
the 3 Series is the quintessential driving machine.
Let me stop you there. Was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
last good 3 Series was the E46.
Yeah. I agree with that. The E90 was kind of good. And
I
then it
mean,
just,
I like the way the E90 looks,
Yeah.
but that's
If you-
about it.
if
I'm
you-
not impressed with how they drive.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with how an E46 drives, but it was the last real 3 Series to me.
what they screwed up in all the
Just
reviews.
like-
But what about
just
the
like
high
the
revving
steering.
V8 though?
No, the steering. So like the E90 still had a good steering box, but when they went with the F10 or whatever the hell it
Yeah.
was, the steering went to shit. And
Well, here's the
BMW
thing is-
It's not
got
as
lit
good,
up
but
for
it's
it.
better than a B9A4.
They shoved
everything is.
They shoved
Hey,
too much
hey,
computer in it.
Hey
Yeah.
Trent,
And it's
go fuck yourself.
Damn.
It was drive-by-wire, everything, which is everything. I'm not surprised
Which is-
by this move at all, though, to be honest with you.
Right.
With DSGs, double clutch,
Yeah.
DCT, whatever you want to call it. And I'm actually evolving towards this as well. My next car is probably going to have a DSG transmission.
Right.
It's like, why not? It's like, I get to control it when I want, I get to put it in D and cruise when I want to.
Here's the thing. The only time you can claim, there are only 2 instances where you can claim you would rather have a manual transmission. One is if you want that old school driving experience of
Yeah.
drawing
Drink.
your own, right? Yes, drink.
Drink. I'm on water right now, so I'll drink.
Or if you're trying to drift something, something underpowered, no less. Anymore, these vehicles have enough power, enough torque, and enough of a stiff chassis to where all you have to do is pitch it and gas it.
And it's go.
Be in the right gear, plan ahead
and
anyway.
out it goes.
Yeah.
And it's
Exactly.
proven that the auto manual transmissions are way faster than the manuals.
They're faster and they're more efficient, but still, it's the 3 Series.
And they're easier to warranty, which is also something that...
Let me guess, Trent, you also rolled over in your grave when they said that the 3 Series was only going to be a 4-door.
Rolled over in his grave.
No.
What?
He's dead
They
inside,
still-
don't you know?
They still make a 3 Series coupe and
Yeah, it's
convertible.
called
They
the
just
4 Series.
stuck a 4 on it.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is
Which
ridiculous,
makes no
but
sense. This has
Which-
2 doors.
I didn't
let's call it
roll
4.
I didn't roll over in my grave.
Here's
No.
the thing. It's now a 4 Series.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a 3 Series coupe anymore.
But what's the logic behind that? It has 2 doors, so let's call it 4.
No. The worst one. The worst one is the 4 Series Grand Coupe.
Yeah.
It's the
It's a
the 4
sedan.
Series is the 2-door version of
Yeah.
the 3 Series sedan, which they made a 4 Series coupe version.
The M6 Grand
of.
Coupe's the same shit,
sedan.
though.
I know.
Well, there's
At
also the
least
M-
it didn't change names. It was
That's
still
true.
a 6 Series.
That's true.
Right. But yeah, the 4
that's
Series
fair.
Grand
Still
Coupe
oxymoronic.
is
also
the
the
4-door
M8
version
Grand-
of the coupe of the 2-door, the 4-door version of the 2-door version of the 4-door version.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
I
go.
got it.
That's
There
what I
you
was
go.
trying to
Like that,
say.
Yeah, I got you. I read
Right
it.
here.
Anywho.
High five.
Yeah, no,
Crisp.
I feel the same way. I get it. You know what's sad, though, is the only car in the segment that you can get with a row your own,
Yeah.
Cadillac ATS.
Heyo.
Wait, what?
Those came. Those
The
came
ATS and the ATS-V, you can
Merc,
get a 6-speed.
but
No,
only in
no.
the 4-cylinder.
That's not
Not
true.
the V. Not the V.
Oh, no, yeah.
I don't
V.
care what Autoblog says.
No, it's the
Genesis G70 offers a row your own in a
What?
4-cylinder.
What?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. They stopped making the ATS-V.
I'm fact checking you right now.
No, the ATS
Go
V still
for
is
it.
being produced.
Oh, I thought they
Fact
killed
check
it.
me.
Last time I
Gavin.
checked.
Oh.
At least on the
Ask
last
him.
model year.
Expose him. Expose him.
Genesis G70. You can get a 4-cylinder with a manual.
And I believe the ATS only is in the 2-liter turbo. It's only
Yes.
a 4-banger
Yes.
turbo.
Absolutely. It always based.
none of
See,
the-
that's the thing.
You are correct. According to Autoblog here, the G70 with
High five.
4-cylinder. Yep.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm patting myself on the back
I'm
right
trying
now.
to find an actual photo of the shifter.
Ow.
But it's
You
not,
can-
it's
as
not
Trent
coming.
tears his rotator cuff.
Yeah, he just totally did.
He's going to need Tommy John
Yeah, it's
surgery.
gotta be
That
worth
curveball's
it.
never going to be the same.
Their proof is
You know what's
on the
cool, though?
website that there's apparently an option for customizing one. That's their only real evidence. We
Alright.
haven't seen one
Yeah,
yet.
it's base
Okay. Well,
model.
that makes
Base,
sense.
base, 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 base.
That's for you, Trent Nathan Tanner.
Base, base,
Suck it.
base, 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 base.
And that wasn't even me.
No, that was all Gavin.
I do it far better.
You're fucking welcome.
Forward your complaints to mailbag@camautomag.com.
Forward your mailbag.
Thanks, Pizza Dad.
Damn. All right.
See, it's contagious.
Jesus Christ.
What's that
Really.
email address again? Pizza Stepdad?
Mailbag@camautomag.com.
Rip headphone users.
Sorry.
It happened. You heard it here
Sorry.
first. I said it right.
Oh,
That's
that's
2
your
weeks
game.
in a row.
For once.
Wow.
Anyways,
Yep.
Good Christ.
what else is in the news besides depressing non-manual things?
AM General is apparently for sale.
Oh, who cares? What do they
They're
make?
still around?
I don't know.
What do they make?
They originally made the Humvee,
No, you know.
and they made a lot of military equipment.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they...
They bought by the Chinese?
Yeah, the Chinese, I
think-
thought they already bought them. During the whole collapse of 2008, when
Yeah.
government motors became
Economic-
government motors.
Wow.
Yeah.
When GM became government motors.
No,
Still is.
Public Motors.
it's owned by a private equity firm right now.
That was a bad move.
Based in Beijing?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say.
Called the Linghua Foundation? I don't know what it is. Whatever.
So apparently they...
Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah,
apparently they still make
Hummers?
the Humvee.
Wow.
Yes.
They
Hummer
For
is
different
dead,
markets
though.
now?
specifically
Just non-armored
they are
ones.
building M997A3 ambulances.
Oh.
Correct.
But not armored, because we don't need to armor
Pro-
our troops.
probably.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know where the name Humvee came from, it was from the acronym HMMWV, which stands for High Mobility Multipurpose Wheeled Vehicle.
Wow.
Nothing about armor.
No. Nothing
Well, I'm just
about
bringing
it.
that up because they're famously
Under armored.
Yeah, under armored during
Yeah.
the whole
No,
debacle
no ad placement.
that we're still fighting. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways,
But yeah, so they just barely won a contract for that ambulance thing. So they're still making those things.
Right.
That's
they
a
are.
guaranteed moneymaker right there.
They were awarded last year a $550 million contract to deliver Humvees for protected weapons carriers, cargo transporters, and ambulances to Afghanistan, Iraq, Ukraine, Jordan, Slovenia, Bahrain, Colombia, Bosnia, and Kenya.
How many of those Humvees are they going to make? 10?
There were, I believe it was 2,800 that they made.
At least 2,800.
Recently. I
500 and how many million?
$550 million.
But the thing that made this crazy is you haven't heard from Humvee. Like, you haven't heard of AM General for some time, other than they still make the Mercedes R Class, don't they? Don't they AM General assemble it in Indiana and export them?
That would be surprising.
Possibly export them.
I
We
think
don't
that's
get
true.
them.
But anyway,
So the average list price for one of these Humvees then is $196,428.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, our government's not broken.
At all.
Holy
Gov money.
shit. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a $30,000 truck at best.
Wow. Well, I mean,
holy Lord.
development costs.
Nope.
You
It's
can
been built for 30 years. How can they say
30
they're
more,
developing
probably.
How can they say development when they're just using the exact same chassis,
I
the
mean, look
exact
at-
same body?
Look at
Probably the
Jeep.
same tooling, too.
Jeep's
This
been
is
doing
what's
the same
wrong
shit
with
forever.
this world we live in.
Here's the-
$196,000.
Here's the deal. Look at
then-
Grumman making the mail trucks with the Iron Duke that hasn't been in production otherwise for the last 25 years.
They run the Iron Duke, huh?
Yeah, it's an Iron Duke in that
That's why
bad boy.
it sounds like
it's
Duke.
S10 drivetrain.
That's why it sounds like Duke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're Dukey.
There you go.
Anywho.
So really it's between a 570S and a Humvee.
I'll take the McLaren, please, and thank you.
Here's the deal: is you can actually buy the McLaren.
Yeah,
you
that's true.
cannot publicly buy the.
Oh, but if
General
we just
Humvee.
wait 5 years and then at auction we
Yeah.
can buy one for $8,000.
Actually,
so that,
you know what? The
that's how that
newest-
works.
the
196
newest,
to $8,000. That should be the highest depreciating vehicle in the world.
second only to an S Class.
Yes, or a Volkswagen Passat.
Back to Mercedes. I fact checked it. They do build the R Class.
Okay.
AM General does. But
Well,
Interesting.
How about that?
But anyway, the crazy thing about all of it is that they are worth $2 billion, and that's crazy to me.
AM
It's
General?
something that AM General
So what other
could
contracts do
garner
they have
up to
sitting
$2
on there?
billion. Yeah, exactly.
That's broken out to.
That's what government contracts will get you.
Are they doing stuff for the Chinese government? Because they were bought by a Chinese entity.
That's what I thought. Weren't they? It was just they just said an investment
It
firm
just
bought
says
them.
private
equity.
it's probably a private equity deal.
So yeah, whatever. I'm surprised Tata didn't buy him.
Anywho,
Would have actually made him a good company.
I know, right?
Look at Jag.
speaking of
Oh,
the
yeah.
games,
Yes.
did you guys know that you can play Atari games on your Tesla?
What?
It's a
Well,
new
I think-
update.
Yeah.
I had to.
Update number 9.
I don't think it's dropped yet, has it?
Let's divert the media.
Can you hear my eyes rolling?
Yeah,
yet?
I can see your head shaking. That's actually pretty rad. But
I mean,
that's
that's-
exactly what we need when people are driving their cars, playing video games.
No,
on their
will-
20-inch
It will
center
only
screen.
work while it's parked.
Sure, but then there'll
For
be
now.
this hack that someone figures
Yeah.
out,
Right.
and then you can do it while you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this new over-the-air update they did has a lot of different updates, but the most exciting, Missile Command, Lunar Lander, and Centipede are the games you will be able to play.
Centipede.
Now, I want to know, does this have a cute little Easter egg with Lunar Lander where you actually just land a Tesla Roadster?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Aw.
See, now,
We don't know
what if
yet.
you just spoiled that for everybody?
I know, right?
They really do. Elon's
I know,
going to come
right?
hit us with the freaking boring company flamethrower.
That's okay. Burn me.
Yeah.
Publicity.
Which
Yeah.
is rad.
All the publicity.
Any publicity is good publicity
Yeah,
at this
Light
point.
me up, Musk.
Anything
I
to
still want
divert.
to work for you. I don't care.
Let's get lit.
Anything to divert from the insider
Hey.
trading.
It's true. It's true. There's new functionality
Yeah.
that's being added. There's not just, Atari games for shits and giggles.
That's the one thing I do love about the Tesla, though, is you can literally plug it in and update. It's like a firmware update
No,
on
it's
a
over the
computer.
air.
And these are over the air.
Oh,
you
it's
don't
like
even
over
have
the-
to plug
it's just
anything
wireless.
in.
They push a button and all the
It's
the cars
just
connect.
connectivity
turn it
and
off
you're
and turn
there.
it back on again.
Considering that these cars, I believe, are 4G connected right out the gate.
Yeah.
The
The old ones were.
Yeah.
The old ones were 3G, the new ones are 4G, and I
4G.
think the
So-
this generation is LTE.
LTE.
So if your car was built
Damn.
after August 2017
Yeah.
with hardware 2.5,
Right.
you'll be able to use the forward-facing camera as a dash cam recorder.
Yes,
Oh,
I like
nice.
this.
So
dig
that's
that.
really cool. I
That's
think that
super
makes
cool.
the first vehicle officially available with an integrated dash cam.
Well,
the factory. That's
no,
cool.
if you think about like the newest Corvette, the Stingray, you could do that with the track mode.
Well,
Right, but
you
I'm
can also
talking, I'm talking for like
Daily driving and stuff.
Continuous, yeah.
There's a valet mode, though, in the Corvettes.
Some of them do have valet modes.
Yeah.
There's this one kid who valet parked a vet that drove like 50 miles an hour in a parking lot. He got fired for that.
Wow.
Like the owner snagged the footage, sent it to the company. He's like, "Fuck this kid."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, anywho, if you plug in a flash drive that's got at least 1.8 gigabytes of space, you could save up to a 10-minute video.
Wow.
Of this. So,
I presume
pretty high quality then. At that point, I'm assuming there's not going to be a lot of compression on that. 1.8 gigabytes for 10 minutes. That's
just rewrote over itself.
I presume it works like a normal.
But I mean, who's got a 2 gig flash drive anymore?
No, I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, I bought one in 2005 that was 5 gig. And I thought I was balling out, but that was,
I think they gave them out of SEMA 10 years ago. 2 gig flat. Lexus did.
Paid $20 for it. It was worth $120.
You remember
Damn,
those?
son.
Yeah, the memory sticks, whatever.
You got your Lexus memory stick in your Tesla?
Yeah.
The cars that have full autopilot.
Yeah.
Will, I mean, you can apparently use it for full autonomous driving at some point in the future.
Correct.
Anywho, you can use the cameras, all of the cameras, for a 360-degree view around the car.
Cool.
So
While you're
that's
driving.
another cool thing. Yeah. So let's see here.
But again, eyes off the road, looking at the center
It's all
stack.
fucked, right?
But if the
But
car's
if it's driving
itself, it
who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
Yeah. I mean, people haven't died doing that.
No.
Oh, wait.
Driving itself.
Yeah, there was one in Utah.
So one thing that's cool about this,
They didn't
though,
die, but
is
they're suing.
you set your navigation for the autopilot, and it will actually take you off the exits and
It will
put you
change
on-
lanes
yeah.
and such for
Wow.
you.
It will. It will take you on and off the freeway. Once you get off the freeway, you have to use brakes and whatnot.
I've driven
But
a Tesla with the autopilot. It's amazing. I love it. It's like in traffic, I would totally do that 100% of the time. It was just mind blowing. That's amazing. It'll get you off the freeway and change it.
there's going to be a beta form of this in an undetermined amount of time in the near future.
Nice.
Right now, they're just using it for data collection.
Cool.
And it's probably not going to take you completely off the exit.
Right.
Right.
Obviously, you're probably going to have to make some type of slow and maneuver, but
the big news about this over-the-air update, you can now sync your phone calendar with the Model 3.
Wow.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, who cares?
You have a calendar on your phone.
Yeah,
it now
no,
shows
no,
up
no.
on your dash.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like Gmail,
Okay.
your Google Drive
Yeah.
calendar.
Is the office. It's like you have a meeting.
okay,
with
that's
Stephanie.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
It's
That is
hard-hitting news, Gavin, all right?
Yeah.
And as a father, I appreciate that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Wow.
Oh, Bennett has a doctor's appointment on
It's-
Friday, and my
Hey.
Tesla told me.
Hey, don't condescend to my son like that.
Hell yeah.
I will come over this goddamn table.
Never talk to me and my son again.
You guys
Okay,
have
Eminem.
kids? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I had a good joke there. Did you get my joke?
No. Anyway,
Oh,
Moving on.
let's get Gavin excited. Get him all riled up.
Hey-oh.
It's official now. The Porsche 911 Speedster is going into production.
Yay!
That is rad.
And it's a legit speedster. It's not just a random
No.
top stuck onto a cabriolet.
Shorter
Nope.
windshield, more range.
Right.
Yeah, it is legit.
There is no soft top on this.
Right.
No,
exactly.
It's not
No
even,
roof.
There's
There's
not
option.
even a tent
There's
like the Boxster
no
Spider.
there is no
Nothing.
nothing here. It
And
is
the great
a
thing is-
legit speedster deck.
The great thing is, it's a GT3 underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On,
GT3
on a
running
Carrera
gear.
4.
So it's a Cabriolet 4 body with GT3 running gear, obviously modified for speedster aerodynamics and
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
and design.
Mm-hmm.
I get the heritage of why they went with the Carrera 4 because it was a narrow body, but man, would I want a wide body on that.
I mean, that's I
But
can
it's-
see that.
But it's
Don't
what's
worry.
rad about it, though. I think I just love that Porsche's doing this. They make that 930 tribute.
you mean
race
printing
car.
checks?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, here
And they're
you
doing
go,
30
Trent.
of those of the
Just
GT2
go ahead and-
RS based
Get one of these
930 race car.
and then go take it to RWB.
They're based on the RS.
They'll hacksaw that bad boy into a wide body for you in no time.
How about no?
did you say
Okay.
RWB?
Yeah.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
On a 911 Speedster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I just buy a regular 911.
There are only 1,948 of these
Okay,
that are
What's
being
the
built.
significance
Can
behind
we
that
can
number?
we also talk?
1948, the year Porsche was founded.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I was just going to talk about the mirrors.
They're
The
beautiful.
mirrors are
Gorgeous
Yeah.
mirrors.
Are
quite
they? Are they
sexy,
artistic?
yeah.
There
Do you
are
have photos?
so many design cues on this
Oh,
video.
yeah, retro. That is
Amazing
bad. That is bad.
design cues.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had the option, I would buy one. But
Well, and the Speedsters, this is an investment. So these are
Yeah.
just going to be like the Rs, the 911 Rs.
But what's hilarious though about the R's is it was the last of the manual,
Yeah, but now
NA
it's not.
cars, and then it's like, well, GT3.
Then they're like, psych.
JK Law.
Gotcha, bitches. They just went all Dave Chappelle on you. Psych! Gotcha, bitches.
Of course, they showed it in my favorite color on a Porsche.
Guards red.
Guards red, which
yes.
is the same color that was seen on the 88 911 Speedster.
So my neighbor had a white 88 Speedster.
I photographed a red one a few years ago for the doctors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The value is $250,000, right?
Yeah, there's the same one or not the same one, but there's a one at the downtown dealership right
it's
now.
Like a quarter, like $250.
$250 or something, or $220 at least.
$225. Yeah, that's insane.
So this is going to be a great one. This was actually designed by Porsche Motorsport in Weissach.
Nice.
So that's going to be
a Weissach edition.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's got a little bit of GT3 spirit since it's an NA flat 6 of over 9,000 RPM and more than 500 horsepower.
Is it PDK only, or is it going to be
3 pedals?
6-speed manual.
Ooh,
3 pedals.
7-speed manual or 6?
Yeah,
6 speed.
6 speed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Corvette.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get a top. You don't get none of that.
Well, the GT3 is only a 6 speed.
I love what Porsche's doing. Right
All
now.
the other ones are 7s.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they actually have center lock wheels on this. This is legit.
They're legit center locks. They're not like, the 5
They're not
lugs
the
with the
fake.
cover.
Right.
So we have
Are they colored differently, like on the 918?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just the Porsche crest.
we have an inn at the Georgia facility there. So Tracy, if you're listening, we need to come visit ya and do the driving experience.
I will happily fly.
Yeah, we will.
I will pay for myself.
I will
to
cut
fly.
off limbs for that.
I will drive.
Tracy,
Oh.
we're gonna come.
We'll pack the kids in the minivan.
Tracy,
Yeah.
do it.
And so,
I will cut limbs off.
and what's
myself.
nice
Alrighty.
too is this is a little something that's ushering in the heritage design packages from Porsche exclusive.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Porsche
So
exclusive.
this is some customization. I feel like this is a lot like BMW individual.
right.
Yeah.
So
Or Ferrari.
right,
Anything.
exactly. So expect to see
You
these.
got money?
Expect to see these come in the middle of 2019, first half of 2019. They're going to
Do we
start
know how
building.
much
will
these are
be
going to cost?
If
Immediately,
you have to ask.
you can't
Can't
afford it.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
already sold out, let's be
I'm
honest.
sure.
They
Oh,
are
yeah.
already 100% sold out.
They already went to the 918 owners.
And I bet we
This is
get 4 of them in Utah just because the Porsche scene here, the car scene in Utah is amazing. We
Yeah.
have so many cars here.
It's very underrated.
At one point, the Lehigh store was the highest selling 918 dealership in the country.
There's
Yeah,
4
they-
in Utah. They sold 4.
Yeah.
There's like 9 or something.
Oh,
there's
I-
nine
I was
now.
told by
Stupid.
someone.
But they had 4 at one time there. I remember
Yeah.
seeing the pictures.
Yeah.
You're like,
Well, the 911Rs.
they had so many. Some dude just took one
GT4s.
for a drive and then brought it back. Do you remember that?
That was strong.
Yeah. Oh, that was
That-
strong.
that was
right.
strong,
That was
yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Anywho.
awesome. Kudos, Porsche. I love
Yeah.
what you're doing.
That's good stuff right now.
Hold
So,
on. There is no substitute.
For displacement?
Wow, that
Okay.
was
What?
That was very
that
on
was
point.
that was
Okay.
There is no substitute.
that was warranted. Oh, damn it! Who put a question mark? I'm sorry. Just kidding.
All right.
Can you stay off Tumblr, please?
He'll read everything.
Yeah.
So let's talk some
And-
vaporware. How about that?
Stay
Oh,
off.
Tesla.
Which one do we want to start with?
We
Faraday
have-
Future or Elio?
We already talked
Or
about
Supra.
Or the Supra?
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Oh, don't.
So
Roasted.
much.
Neither.
Let's start with Faraday Future.
Okay.
Let's just
Okay.
run through it.
So,
So-
they want to get out of their key financial deal. So things were just starting to look up for them. They
No,
made
what?
some
No, they wasn't.
pre-production models.
No, they didn't.
They actually manufactured a couple of vehicles.
They manufactured
To make
one
them
and then
less-
repainted it twice.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Still
It's
counts.
possible.
Still counts.
Anyway,
Total shit.
things were starting to look up for them. However, now they're trying to back out of their deal with China's Evergrade Health Industry Group. So they were supposed to basically buy the company and basically get an exchange of 45% of another company in exchange for Faraday Future. It's a weird thing.
Finance.
Right, right.
Yeah,
finance.
right.
Somehow
Anyway.
the Chinese government owns 20% of everything.
Right.
But yeah,
So
It's fine.
communism.
Capitalism,
Yeah.
and go.
Faraday Future is seeking
yeah.
arbitration on this deal because they say that Evergrade is not holding up their end of the bargain. Evergrade came back and said they've burned through $800 million with nothing to show for it.
Wow.
I mean,
And how in a year?
but what about that stuff on the mirrors, though?
Jeez. Oh wow. Yeah, they're really focused right now. Excited.
They really want to tell me about the screenplay they want to get going.
Hyper.
So,
Cocaine.
Yeah.
so yeah, even if these claims are accurate, Faraday Future is taking a huge risk by backing out of this deal and not trying to, keep it going. But
How are they still around?
Allow
I don't
me to
get it.
right.
No, they're forward-thinking risk takers.
Well, they're not publicly traded, and they're
So,
whatever.
They're just waiting for the next sucker to show up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Which, speaking of somebody looking for the next sucker to show up,
hey,
Elio.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna trade in my Dogecoin. Doge. I'm gonna get me some Elio coin.
Wow.
Doge.
So Elio is changing its car again.
Who cares?
And
Well, I mean, they were on the P5, which is the prototype 5.
right, and
The
chances
P5?
are they're going to
Bringing that back?
change their price again because they have been spending years developing this now defunct 0.9 liter Geo-based motor.
See, they spent a lot of time and
Wow.
effort on this motor, and I was actually
Right.
surprised to see this come
mean-
back. I was excited because their basis for this was most of the wear and tear items on this vehicle were supposed to be sourced from a third party, which would have been Pep Boys. Mm-hmm. And they still stocked Swift and Metro and Firefly components. So,
And they're cheap as shit.
yeah, that would have been the smart way to go. Now they're looking into sourcing some goodies from a familiar name
Yes.
by the name of Roush.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
Yes, that major OEM manufacturer, Roush.
Roush.
Yeah. So, well, a name attached to a large OEM manufacturer, which would be Ford.
Yeah.
And a 3-cylinder motor from them.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
which
they're
I
not,
believe is powering the Fiesta abroad.
Yeah,
The new ST, yeah.
yeah. Well, the 3-cylinder, which you can take on an airplane as a carry-on. It fits in the bag.
Adorable.
It fits, man.
Now, they're not coming out and saying what motor yet. However, smart money is on the EcoBoost 3-cylinder, which they make a 99 horsepower version of. And 99 horsepower doesn't sound like much, but that 0.9 liter Geo motor was only going to make 55 horsepower.
Okay, but also
Yeah.
can someone just take like the 3-cylinder and the Fiesta ST that's making like 200 horsepower and just throw that in there?
Yes.
Okay, thanks, bye.
And then,
I mean,
and then remind me, how many cars have they sold?
Yeah, I mean, I can come up with a
They've
bunch of like
sold
fun
a lot.
ideas too.
How many have they delivered?
There have
remember-
been a lot
So,
of full sales, and
me and Gavin are
there
just
have been a
having a
lot
party
of
you can't see.
deposits.
Yes.
My
deliveries.
Yeah, my stepbrother being one who bought in way back in the day when it was originally
Because
announced.
I don't remember what the Elio looks like. I see Vanderhall all over the place. Like, those guys are actually selling cars and distributing Vanderhalls.
Right.
Yeah, they
Oh,
look weird.
shit. It
Yeah,
looks
they-
like a Matisse.
Jamie Foxx bought one or some
Yeah,
shit.
like there's
that.
Vanderhalls all over the place, but like these guys, I don't even. That's the first time I've ever seen their cars, and I'm like, this is why nothing's
Dave?
happening.
I remember being in high school and being like, oh, these are cool. I want one.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was like 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago.
yeah.
Damn.
That's
I have $10 in my
I'm
wallet.
not the youngest person here.
yay! Yay! I'm still the oldest person here. Yay!
Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm making a deal with Dave here.
Okay.
I think with this $10,
Yep.
Wait,
you have a
Mike is
better.
gonna film this.
You
Hold
have.
on.
Oh wait. See,
Hold
you
on,
guys
shut
are,
up.
you guys are like,
Hold the fucking phone, Trent.
it's like when you interrupted when he proposed to Gavin. Oh wait, I did that.
Just go.
That was me.
With this $10, I think you have a better chance of making a 3-wheel vehicle than Elio does of having billions of dollars
That they've already burned through.
that they've already burned through.
Challenge accepted.
Make it
Wow.
viral.
It's
you
happening.
shadowy
Perfect.
You can have
billionaire.
that $10 back.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I need it.
You really could though. I have total faith.
Hey,
I was
Dave.
going to say, what'd you do, buy into an Elio?
Hey, Dave.
That money's
I got a
gone
platform
now.
that's in the back of the Jeep.
Perfect.
Heyo.
Just gonna cut a wheel off.
There it is.
I do like that the new Elio concept that's being shown right here actually has a Ford gauge cluster instead of the GM-inspired cluster that was prior to it.
What was the little 3-wheel car that Germany made that looks like the Metzger or whatever?
Metzger makes the Porsche motors.
Oh, okay,
those
not
GT3
Metzger. Yeah,
motors.
sorry, I was reading about that earlier. But yeah, the Messerschmitt.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
Messerschmitt,
like.
yeah.
It looks like a Messerschmitt, but modern. Is it like you sit behind the person in front of you, or are there two seats
There's two seats.
side by side?
I mean, you do tend to
It's
sit
new
behind
style.
people in front of you, yes.
Right, but it looks like a canopy is what I'm saying. It's like a canopy.
Basically, take a kayak and put 3 wheels on it.
You dick. Wait a minute, there's back seats in cars?
What? Wait, how does it work?
On this episode, Papa Pizza? What the fuck am I talking about?
Papa Pizza.
Pizza Dad.
All right.
Anyways, wrap it
Okay.
up.
Moving on.
Papa
Anywho.
Pizza.
Papa Pizza.
So the last thing on our list here is
Yeah.
another car that I don't think any of us are actually excited to see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because it's just been way too long in the tooth. By now, it's due for a refresh.
Okay, yeah, now I
We
know.
don't care.
Now I remember.
What is this, a Z34?
Heyo.
Oh,
The new BMW? I'm excited to see the new BMW. Oh, wait, they already released it. It's out. We've
Yes.
seen it. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It looks
Absolutely
like a Kia
gorgeous.
Stinger.
I love it. Oh, no, we're not talking about the BMW. What shit are we talking about then?
We're talking about the Toyota Supra.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
So it's pretty,
the BMW Supra.
it pretty well leaked.
The Toyota Z5.
Because of a parts diagram.
Yeah.
We'll post it on our thing because obviously you can't see it.
Well,
I'm holding it up to the microphone, but you can't see it.
But what you're seeing is the love child of what we talked about, the FRS and the, what did you say?
An RX-8.
An RX-8.
yes,
An
RX-8.
RX-8
Yeah,
and
but
an
like
FRS.
the Z4 looks like like a Stinger GT and like the
Which is good looking.
the 124 Barth.
Yeah,
which
and
is good
I
looking.
think it looks good. Honestly, the
It's
Z4.
got the good looking part because it's got the Stinger front and the Barth rear, and I like the Barth
and
rear.
similar
and the
proportions
Stinger
with the
front.
headlights. The headlights to like the hood length, like similar to the 124.
Yeah,
Proportions
Alright,
are a little
fair.
similar.
That's fair.
Anyway, so when are
Whatever.
they ever going to release this bullshit car?
Who knows?
Who knows?
And who cares? Yeah, if you
At
buy
this
one,
point,
just be ready for Step Pizza Dad to laugh in your face.
If you buy one, let us know. We'll whip it around the block, but, you know.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
about
sure
what
it'll
we're
be
doing.
a great driver's car or whatever excuse you're going to give, but I'm just going to be like, well, you overpaid.
Nostalgia.
just like
Wow.
anybody that buys a Mark IV Supra for list value.
I would.
Uh-huh.
I would
Nostalgia.
absolutely would right now. Are you
Or
kidding
more.
me? I would drop $35K gladly on a Mark IV Supra.
And you won't commit to spend $12,000 on an E55?
no,
On that- Wow.
because that would be my daily.
Jesus.
And I'm not going to buy a $35K Supra to drive every day 54
Why would you
miles.
not?
Jesus
Right,
Christ,
I mean,
we need to wrap this
54
up.
miles, and I live in Utah County. Have you guys not seen the road construction down there? Yeah.
Jesus.
Even
Yeah.
as
Have
a
you
place
seen the
with-
sidewalls on those tires?
Just fade it out, Mike. Just fade
They're
it
gonna
out.
be fine.
We're on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Camcast on all social media, mailbag at camautomag.com. Find us.
We're Cam Automag on all social media, not
At this-
Camcast.
Listen, if you've made it this far, feel free to send me that correction.
Wasn't that long.
Look at you.
We're
trying to
only
make the
over by
Tanner.
15 minutes.
It's
That's
just
par.
that it's a train wreck
It's
as
par for the
usual.
course.
So
Yeah. So, anyway, I've been Mike.
I've been Gavin.
I've been Professor Dave.
I've been Trent.
Step Pizza Dad.
Zach.
All right.
No,
Goodbye,
you're
everybody.
Papa Pizza now.
Yeah,
Papa
you're Papa
Pizza.
Pizza. We
I
just
like that.
changed it.
Papa
So
SteadyBroke.com.
Chat.
Steady.broke
Check
on all
the chat.
social media.
Papa,
Why
Papa.
do they sponsor this?
I don't even know.
Papa Wheelie.